So I've been rummaging through my old Wii games and I stumbled across Mario Strikers Charged, and I started to reminisce on all the good memories I had of this game, but it was never really my favourite. Yet looking back on it, this game has so many overlooked features, so today I really wanted to appreciate and go into depth on how criminally underrated this game is. So here are my reasons why Mario Strikers Charged is underrated. I'll begin with the more commonly known features of this game, and that is the audio. The music in this game is outstanding, and each character is given a unique vibe to enhance their characteristics. For example, Waluigi's theme has a fast-paced banjo, representing his energetic and chaotic character. Donkey Kong has bongos, maracas, and a heavy bass drum to show his tribal nature and strength. And I mean, Luigi's is just straight badass. Heck, even the side characters each have their own theme, which perfectly encapsulates their personalities. That's 20 unique themes. And don't get me started on the sudden death theme. That is straight gas. There are some smaller details too that include the introduction, where each time you load the game, a different character will read out next level games, which just gives it a bit of charm.
Next level games is next level games.
Next level games! Next level games! Next level games!
Next level games.
Another small detail is when what I'll call captain, gets their signature move, the crowd will begin chanting their name, building the suspense for when they ultimately use it. All these factors help the audience really capture the uniqueness of each character, unlike a few other Mario games where you'll see a lot of carbon copy characters, and I highly recommend you check out the OST and admire it in all its glory. On to the next big sensory part about this game is the visuals. Strikers has such a unique art style, and I'm sure we can all agree it is absolutely stunning. And I mean, if the cover art isn't enough, feast your eyes on this introduction cutscene. And if you thought the characters weren't filled with enough personality already, their goal celebrations push it over the edge. Each celebration is so captivating, and I'm sure we're all familiar with Waluigi's... yeah. I think the biggest part of the visuals though has to go with the super strikes. The game designers were so creative with this game, and each one is stunning, containing unique colors, effects, and animations. Moving on. This game managed to somehow tick all the boxes in the gameplay too. The game provides 12 captains and 8 sidekicks, each team being made up of 1 captain and 3 sidekicks. This means you can make, now bear with me here, 6,144 unique team combinations, and you do not want to know the math needed to calculate that. It was not fun. Furthermore, having the Road to Strikers Cup, which includes Golden Boot for most goals and Brick Wall for least goals conceded, gives this game so much longevity. Did I mention there's a challenge mode? Well, it contains 12 creative challenges, each having a fun backstory and ranging in difficulty. When it comes to actually playing, there are so many technical aspects to this game. The main part is that the characters have certain statistics for movement, passing, shooting, and tackling, so you can build your team around your own playstyle, whether that's slow heavy hitters, fast and agile, or just all round. Another really cool part of this game is the characters' unique skill moves. In fact, some of these can be used to score a goal by maneuvering around the goalkeeper. Although they are a bit difficult to pull off, you'll feel badass performing them. The items in this game are surprisingly strategic and can be used very well in certain situations. Apart from the signature moves, which each have their own functionality, an example for my favorite use of items includes getting into the opposing half with the captain and using either Star Invincibility or triple red shells to get a super strike unchallenged. The shooting in itself is also fascinating in this game. We've gone over the super strikes, but what about normal shots and skill shots? Well, you've probably guessed it by now, but of course, each sidekick gets their own unique skill shot, unique to their abilities. Even normal shots get technical, as you can build up power by moving and passing the ball around, which can make your shot extremely powerful if you shoot first time. And if you build enough power when you shoot, the whole game slows down for a bit, and it is extremely satisfying if you score. Finally, I would like to discuss what might not have been talked about much before, and that's simply how innovative this game is. Before even doing anything, just looking at the case's unique art style should be enough to show you that this game isn't like the rest. It doesn't shy away from the brutal and violent chaos it induces in the audience, and in fact they go full throttle with those electric walls. I mean, man, even I was thinking, whoa Nintendo, calm down there. Another aspect I find very innovative was that the fields themselves have their own unique hazards. Thunder Island, where players can get knocked off for short periods of time. Sand Tomb with thwomps and thick sand that makes players slow. Crystal Canyon, which eliminates 1 or 2 characters each round. Wasteland with ice physics and random lightning strikes that hit anyone close to the ball, and the list goes on. I think the map that stuck out to me the most was Crystal Canyon. Having only certain members on your team made each goal feel so different, having to rely on certain strengths and synergies of what little facilities you have. Finally, the character roster. Just wow. There are 21 characters in this game, and each one is unique. Oh, but Will, you said there were only 12 captains and 8 sidekicks. That makes 20, you steamed tomato. And yes, you would be right, but you're forgetting one thing. My man Critter from Donkey Kong Country is freaking goalie, and this guy is badass. There's even slow-mos of him smacking the crap out of you if you get too close to his area. It's also great to see characters who don't get much representation. I'm sure no one was expecting to see my boy Petty Piranha, but it's still a very warm welcome. Characters such as Monty Mole, Hammerbro, and even Boo, who are usually outshined by other side characters, are such a refreshing addition to have. And speaking of the captains, in certain goal celebrations we'll see how each captain handles defeat. Some throw tantrums and others are just in pure disbelief. I love the eccentric way of captivating victory by showing the perspective of the other team that's losing. Well, that does it for why I believe Mario Strikers Charge Football is underrated. Did I miss anything? Make sure to let me know in the comments, and if you could like and subscribe if you haven't already, that would be greatly appreciated. I hope to see you all in the comments of Luigi's theme. See ya!